Hello, beautiful humans. We are doing a pick a pile for the next 28 days. This is going to be through the next lunar cycle, meaning if you're close to the new moon, then it'll be for that 28-day period, or if you're closer to the full moon, it'll be that for the next 28 days. Now, new moons are about new beginnings, so this will be an energy of either taking you to this and aligning to this, or it'll be an energy that is pulling you away from this to let it go. That's dependent on you and the lunar cycle in which you watch this in. But let's go ahead and get into your piles. The first pile is going to be this pink little heart. Second pile is this rainbow heart. And the third pile is this blue heart. Okay, pick your pile and I will see you on the other side. Hi, beautiful human. So if you chose the pink heart, this is your reading. So if you picked the first or number one, Source is sitting here and saying to me that you happen to be in Groundhog Day regarding a situation within your partnerships or your relationships with others. It seems like there's something in your life is reoccurring. I'm getting that it happens every 11 hours, every 11 days. It's a cycle and you can clock it because it seems like everything's fine and then it comes in and they do exactly the same thing that you've asked them not to do, or you've required or requested that changes. And Source says the thing that will change the situation is how either you react in the circumstance or situation, or to remove yourself from something that doesn't seem to be changing. Because what is required in this specific thing is for you to understand that how others view life is not how you view life. And if you can't deal with this anymore, i.e. if this isn't something you want in your life, then do you have the ability to simply remove yourself from that situation? And if you don't, then how can you change the idea that this is happening because they're choosing to do this against you? They're not choosing to do this against you. They just don't see things in the same way that you do. Now, if it's something that for you draws the line within a relationship where you don't want this in your life for the rest of your life, then that's up to you. You can change that circumstance because you can say to yourself, I don't want to be in this anymore because this isn't changing. Then that will be up to you to do. But Source is saying to me, the reason this has not changed is because you have not really decided if this is a breaking point, if this is something that you can live or not live with. And once you do, you'll realize that, is it that big of a deal? Do you want to throw the baby out with the bathwater? That's the question. There's a big answer for you on the next cycle of the full moon. So the next full moon will give you your answer. Or maybe Source is saying, make a very definitive decision. If you can change yourself, your attitude, or your circumstance, but that decision is up to you. And the only person that you have control over is you. And if you don't want this to repeat itself, then you must choose something that works for you. I hope this helped you. Hi, beautiful number two. You picked this rainbow heart. All right. If you picked this pile, Source wants you to know that there is something here about you feeling as if you are an imposter, as if you have imposter syndrome of some sort. It says it's time for you to commit to the persona of what you're building in regards to your heart. Source says it's time for you to lean all the way in to the life that you say that you're ready to live. You must commit to that life fully in order for you to materialize that life, because Source says everything is a vibration, and if you don't believe it, how are others going to believe it? There seems to be, for some of you guys, you're artists in some way, shape, and form, but feel very much like you haven't acquired that title. And Source wants you to know that what you don't know actually is beneficial to you, because if you were to fully align to old versions of what that title have been in the past, you may not be so inspired or inclined to be as big and as expressive in that format in which you are being asked to push on through with. Source says there's an ending of a cycle. Your old life is ending and your new life is asking you to have the courage to pursue it. The main word here is courage. It's time for you to take the reins of your life. And Source says whatever you believe, you're going to be given an expression of it on the external so that you can say, nah, I don't believe that anymore. Or yes, I definitely believe that, so that there's more of that in your life. Source says that a lot of people in the world have done things in spite of still being scared about doing it. So Source says just because you're scared doesn't mean that you shouldn't do it. It just means that you should do it anyway. And if you don't know how to do something, Source says asking those that you admire in the thing that you want to become affluent or good at is a good way or a good format to go. Source says there's no right way for the future other than taking action and movement in that direction. So hopefully this helps you. Hopefully you understand that the only thing that is required for you to do is to believe in you, believe in your future, but most importantly, to leap forward. Thank you, and I will talk to you soon. Hi, pile number 3. If you picked this little blue heart, this is your reading. All right. So the energy here is of you having an outpouring of love in your life right now and having a reflection of it in everyone and everything that you experience. If I was to say that this energy for group number 3 is like bubbling over, filled with joy and happiness, and most importantly, love. But there is a bitterness, and it's not a bitterness as in like you're mad or angry. There is a feeling of, I wish I could share this with all of the people in my life that I love. And Source says there's a sense here of knowing who has a ticket to the train in your life and who decided to not get on the train with you, and being okay with knowing that because they're not on the train, you're going to be able to enjoy the destination much more than you would have otherwise. Source is saying to me that love is never wasted. It's simply recalibrated into different parts of your heart. And this is no different. You are moving forward and in flow, and everything is unfolding better than you could have ever imagined, so that you could live into it with an open heart and not be afflicted by whether or not others are feeling the way that you do. This chapter in your life is about you being the well of love and not having to give it away, and simply allow yourself to be a vibrational expression of happiness. Can you do that? Because Source says love does not have to be experienced only if you have a partner. Love can be experienced in every single breath that you take if you can see the gratitude of the beauty of your life. And so Source says whether you have someone right now or not, you are loved. And the dreams that you have about love are going to show up, and they're going to come full circle in the way that you currently are experiencing love. So don't hold yourself back from recognizing that there is no bitter to the love that you're feeling. The bitter is that you think it needs to be poured onto another. And Source says, pour it onto yourself. It is time for you to love yourself as expansive as you usually love another. And Source says, now, don't worry. The love that you're seeking is just going to be magnetized by you pouring it into yourself. Don't you worry. So, I hope this helped you.